All right, welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4, Millennium Dawn, the Burundi playthrough. It's World War 4. Things are going off. Everyone's at war with everyone else. I can barely tell who's made peace or allied with each other, but we're not a part of that. We're just going to do African things back home in Africa. So basically trying to make a move on Angola. We'll see how this plays out. I think we're already taking pretty heavy losses, but it's to be expected as we're fielding way less technically advanced military right now. Trying to push some of this gap. That doesn't seem like it's going to work. Just to make sure they couldn't cut us off, but anyway. Looks like once our units get into position here, we will be able to compress that front line and strain their supplies. If they end up cutting this off, that would be interesting. We can still supply through the ocean. So, just a curiosity at this point. And I'm not worried about our manpower reserves in the slightest. So, see how it all goes. Alright. Looks like she's getting her team in position. Guess we pushed on a little bit. So might as well strike while the iron's hot. Just press. Inflict as many casualties as we can as fast as possible. Looks like we did end up holding this. Yeah, if we hold this gap, then that's game for us. We'll win because we'll just break their line from this eastern front. Even if we take significant losses. I would like to get out of a infantry heavy set, but you can't do that sometimes. Sometimes you got to deal with the cards you're dealt. So looks like they've recognized they have a problem and pulled some of their back line up. So let's deal with this, which is going to be a supply issue. So we're gonna backed. Oh, I can make a rail line directly. That's kind of interesting. No, I don't care about sanctions. Yeah, because that'll solve our supply problem. And this can go up here. We're gonna actually put a supply hub up there. This really needs one as well. This would feed quite a bit of unit. Alright, let's work on the damage. That will be game changing. Are there any airfields I should be worried about? They buy planes. Yeah, buy their capital is one. Yeah, because if we can push this gap, which it looks like we're going to manage to because we have so many units, we'll just steamroll them. Back to trains. Capacity is limited. I don't actually have a full-size rail yet. This size 6 already? East faction? That's interesting. Yeah, it doesn't look like I've upgraded those rail lines, so that makes me think I've got things to work on. But any kind of supply reinforcement that I am able to give these units is going to flip this over the top. They'll reset their grace periods. Like, this is horrible. Yeah, so that rail line already finished. That helped immensely there. These look like they're starting to wrap up. I won't directly. Yeah, before we go to war with South Africa, I'm gonna have to fix this whole supply issue. Same with Uganda. So this is a nightmare. Okay. Modern artillery. Well, ground artillery. How's our casualty count? I think we evened it out. That's interesting. They've definitely got a more mechanized army than we do. We just have to come with numbers and smart play. I'd be fine if they pushed that way. I wouldn't be crazy mad about it. This is a supply hub, so we should be able to maintain this defensive front. This is worrying. They don't need to train right now. That's probably going to advance. Alright, let's look where we're at. But yeah, if you ever wonder why you run out of oil when you were trading with someone, it's because of World War IV. Always know that. Oh, you got promoted. That should help the units out if it accepts it. Maybe not. No, I did. Just freaking out. Oh, I might... That'd be hilarious if I was able to wrap around the top. Here, let's hopefully help out the combat losses. Honestly, I'm not... I would... If the AI would push from the south, this would be much harder. They'll probably lose this middle section. If they just have enough units there, they can bulwark that. Not if they get surrounded, though. Hmm. Hmm. You got promoted. Does give bonuses to infantry, but I'd rather have something like army regrouping, but can't win them all. Okay. Somehow we made a size 2 rail there. Alright. progressing. A viable supply hub would be there. Not having transport plane, heavy lift planes is terrible. How does Russia do this? Like, come on. Alright. She needs to pause. And reevaluate her line. This... Put everyone right there. And bust straight through. Push it. Yeah, as long as they've got these pinned down and we can pinch the coast, we'll get these encircled. Perfect. Look at that split in the line. If they went to shore up this side, so we can cut them off there, and then we can also cut them off there, just split them in half right down the middle. Because this is just going to extend the way they have to travel. Yeah, so we got a hole behind them. And then here's some of the filler divisions. What are these? The infantry too. That needs to be 16. This is all motorized or armored. That could use one. This is 5th Army, so this will be 6. And you look perfectly capable of running the 6th Army. And just, I don't know, maybe a spade? Armor will be this. Spade for building trenches. Shovels makes sense. Think of it that way. Yeah, so where's the rail network is that way. We may be able to jump onto that and then just write it down. Connected up here, that's interesting. Alright, I'm gonna start working on artillery systems. How's the fighting going? We've lost more than they have. They are actually winning the unit count. Unfortunately, they're stuck in a defensive posture with no initiative. Does that get me back on their rail line? No, it does not. Like that is a little better. Oh, hold up. That going. This has been a slow fight. We do have this bridgehead making progress. Yeah, they can't put enough units around this bridgehead or bulge. So they send a special forces squad. 8. A huge stack of like their special forces units. So it's 8 division. Oh, so we're attacking them. Okay. Yeah, but they left this side weak. Like, I should be able to just walk this through. Supplies. That's across the river. I could get that built, that'd be crazy. Yeah, see, they're anchoring that. They want to hold that railroad. It's very interesting, but we already breached the river. And we can just walk through and then cut this supply hub that's gotta be here. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, see. We can just stack more units. Their force strength looks like it's stronger. Messing with their organization, I guess. Yeah, this would be the weakest place now. Ooh. Yeah, see, they're making moves up there. All those units look like they're gonna get encircled. I can't support them. Hold up. Autonomous region. Not bad. Very promoted. Helicopter design. Nice. That would actually, helicopters right now would just crush this if I had them. Alright, well, this is going to be the end of this episode. And a full section of ground combat. We pushed the Angolan lines. Very equivalent kind of fight right now. Other than, but yeah. We'll talk about that next time. Anyway, thanks for watching.